Basically, my apartment, this is what it looks like. Absolute mess, absolute state. I grew up in 23 Dean Court from 1990 to 2001. And then from 2001 to 2006, I lived in 14 Dean Court. And this is basically the produce of Adepeju Akinola after being her child for 34 years, 35 years, and her not doing anything, and her abusing her children and using her children as crutches to make her way in the UK whilst the rest of us are deprived. This is how we went back and forth from school under the illusion that our parents would take care of us, and our parents have completely abandoned their duty. I grew up in 1990. I got level 5, straight level 5s, 3 level 5s in Wyper Primary School, and I got 9 A stars. I got 9 A stars, an A and a B in GCSE. I had to go to 3 different colleges because of my parents that couldn't get it together. And then I wasn't able to go to university. I went to Birmingham City University, one of the lowest universities in the country. And I only lasted a term there. And I was the only one. I had to look for universities by myself. I've had no parents, no parental support for the last 19 years. And I have been under the most extreme trauma that anyone could ever face, walking around blindly, not realizing that my parents, my mother particularly, is essentially a witch and an abuser of the highest level. She's a criminal, and my sister is undiagnosed autistic. I was living in a house that was sick, psychologically sick, and I also have a brain injury because my mother used to dig combs into my head when I was 3 years old because she didn't like the fact that I was born a girl. She wanted a boy. So I have a brain injury, which means I don't know if this brain injury makes me forget, but I know that trauma makes people forgetful and makes people forget parts of their lives that need attention for the sake of getting on in a day. I live in an unnatural country. where the logistics of living doesn't make sense. There's no shops. There's barely any big superstores. There's barely any time to get things that I need. There's buses. I haven't been taught. I haven't been helped how to drive, how to get a car. All of these things I'm having to do on my own by myself. I had no qualifications except for my GCSEs. I scraped by my A levels to even get into university, and I have been trying my whole life. From the age of 19 to around 25, I was doing different things. I was trying to get into drama school because I was missing out on a social life, because I'd missed out on huge chunks of my education. So I went to go to drama school. That was hard in itself because drama school is a very privileged kind of